Welcome to the Pulsating Biology, and we were covering the chapter Nutrition and Animals for the O-Levels Biology. We've already covered several topics in the previous video, and in this video we are going to discuss about the dietary fiber or roughage. Basically, dietary fiber refers to the indigestible fibrous material which is not digested inside the body. What does a dietary fiber is related to be or related to be is that it is an indigested fibrous material. That's why it is also known as the roughage, that due to its hard structure, it is an indigestive fibrous material, especially cellulose in our diet, which provides a bulk to our intestine and helps in peristalsis, that is the movement of the intestine. If dietary fiber is lacking from the diet, it causes slow movement from stool from the intestine. So whenever there is a loose movement of stool from the intestine, it results in a condition that we say is known as the constipation. Constipation is a condition in which the stool becomes hard and it's difficult to defecate. That means it is difficult to basically pass out of the body. The constipation is a condition, we say, in which the stool becomes very hard, due to which it is difficult to defecate from the body, and it all happens due to the lack of dietary fiber. Whenever any a patient is lacking dietary fiber or the content of dietary fiber which need to be taken in a macronutrient quantity, and the person lacks in the diet and is not taking its balanced diet, and we say that the lack of the dietary fiber may lead to a condition which is known as the constipation, in which the stool becomes hard and it is difficult to defecate. What happens is that it basically absorbs all of the amount of water from the intestine, and thus it releases to be a very hard roughage structure, that due to which it is unable to be passed out of the body. This is all you need to learn about the dietary fiber in roughage and how important it is to include dietary fiber and roughage in your diet. We have spoken about all the macro and the micronutrients of the body, and now it's time to learn about how the balanced diet basically takes place. So whenever a balanced diet contains the right quantity or the right amount of carbohydrate, fats, vitamin, minerals, water and roughage, and meet the daily requirement of a body, we call this as the balanced diet. Balanced diet includes the right amount or the right proportion of the micronutrients and the macronutrients in order to gain the balanced diet that is very helpful and beneficial for our body. When you talk about balanced diet, you need to talk about the metabolism, and the very common the metabolism that is taking place in the human beings is the basal metabolism. What is meant by the basal metabolism? It is the amount of energy required to basically perform all the vital functions of the human body, which are the metabolic functions or the reactions that are taking place, that are either catabolic reactions or anabolic reactions, or even the physiological reactions that are taking place that are under the basal metabolism. What it helps? It helps in performing the vital functions of the body. Also, basal metabolism and the other energy requirement then depends upon the climate. It also depends upon the body, depends upon the age, size, and the other requirements such as the health or even the occupation, that what is the balanced diet in regard to all of these. Now, this is known as the basal metabolism. Including the basal metabolism, there is another term that is included in the balanced diet, that is the starvation. What is meant by the term starvation? Basically, starvation is basically the amount of required energy in food, and it is not delivered to meet the basic requirement or the basic proportion for the balanced diet. We call it as the starvation. We can define it as the amount of required energy in the food is not able to be given. Amount of energy required is not fulfilled, then we call it as the starvation. The body starts to use up its own reserve food. It severely leads to muscle wasting or the weakness. What is the end product of the starvation? Basically is the muscle weakness, and any patient or any person who is suffering from the lack of balanced diets may go through the starvation, that is, he is not able to eat and he is not getting any hunger. Then we say that the amount of energy that is required by the body is not basically given up, and it severely leads to the muscle wasting and the weakness. Muscle wasting and the weakness, these are the two conditions that the starvation leads to, that is included in the balanced diet.